Wait, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, wait, I know. Awesome. Alright, now let's review Clerks. In case you haven't heard yet, I'm planning to review all of Kevin Smith's films, from his first film, Clerks, which is celebrating its 20th anniversary, all the way up to his latest film, TUSK, which comes out Friday, September 19th. So, basically I'm going to start with his first film, Clerks, which was made for only $27,575, which, believe me, for a movie is pretty cheap. It's like, let's say, like $27,575 would probably get you like freaking craft services for like a Michael Bay movie, considering how much money he tends to pour into all of his explosion-y pictures and such. Clerks is the story of two friends who work at a convenience store in Leonardo, New Jersey, Dante and Randall, played by Brian O'Halloran and Jeff Anderson. Dante hates his job. He works at the Quick Stop convenience store and RST Video, respectively, and he just hates working at those two jobs. He's basically stuck dealing with really annoying customers, and he wants something more out of life, but then again, he's too scared to make the leap to find something better. Randall, on the other hand, yeah, he really doesn't give a damn. If anything, he says that his job wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for the customers, because as they explain in the movie, the people who come to their convenience store aren't exactly the most sharpest of people. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that Kevin Smith, before he became a filmmaker, he worked at the Quick Stop. So, if anything, you're seeing what he saw when he used to work there, but just obviously, hyphened to make it more fictional. And of course, you can't talk about Clerks without at least talking about those two lovable Jersey stoners that sell drugs outside the Quick Stop, Jay and Silent Bob, played by Jason Mewes and Smith himself. Now, I'm not going to lie, this is one of my favorite movies of all time, and that's definitely because of the writing. The writing from this movie is just so good. I mean, look, I'm a sucker for great dialogue, and this movie has it in like the bucket loads. I mean, for God's sakes, the writing and the dialogue in this movie is just... I could never write dialogue as great as Kevin Smith. And say what you want about his filmmaking techniques, but his writing is just... He is easily one of the best screenwriters Hollywood has, and probably one of the most underappreciated. And that's really what gives the movie its legs. The writing and the performances from Brian O'Halloran and Jeff Anderson. They really sell their parts really, really well. Another thing that I really like about this movie is that it really sells how this kind of thing happens a lot with people where, I mean, obviously, loads of people across the country and even the world work in really menial jobs like that. And I think this really strikes on a really great level of how relatable it is. And also just how, you would know people like this. You would know people like Dante and Randall, or even Jay and Silent Bob for that matter. And that's one of the big selling points for me, is that this movie is really, really relatable, and I love the hell out of this movie. It is by far, as I said before, one of my favorite movies of all time, and it's been a huge inspiration for me. And just as an aspiring screenwriter, this really connected with me. And if anything, if I ever do become a screenwriter / filmmaker, I mean, I'm obviously not going to be as good as Steven Spielberg. I mean, come on. He's on his own level. But, with a little, elbow grease and maybe some thought, I could be Kevin Smith. Plus, this movie was actually shot in black and white, as, hinted at from this video here, because it was probably, cheaper to get, black and white film than color film. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, black and white movies? They're so boring. No, I don't want to watch that. I'm just going to post on Vine and twerk and do the fire challenge and... Oh. I just freaking summed up my generation in a nutshell. Oh, fuck, that's going in. So, so in conclusion, I really like this movie. Great dialogue. The performances from its leads, Brian O'Halloran and Jeff Anderson, are great. Jason Mewes is, awesome as Jay. It's all around a really, really fun movie, and it's definitely one of the best indie comedies ever made. If you haven't seen it yet, it's on Netflix right now, so please do check it out. It is hilarious. And plus it's celebrating its 20th anniversary this year, so, that was back during a time when we had no iPhones or laptops or the internet. Those were the dark ages. You couldn't twerk or, take a selfie. I mean, you probably could, but, with a Polaroid, and, no one knew what the fire challenge was back then. You could set yourself on fire even still, but, either way, you're a giant asshat for setting yourself on fire, so, yeah. So, what do you think? Have you seen Clerks yet? Do you want to see it? Again, you can watch it on Netflix. It's, again, really funny. Please do check it out. And stay tuned for my continuing reviews of all of Kevin Smith's movies, and I'll be tackling his second film, Mallrats, and that'll be up very soon as well. And if you like what you saw here, then feel free to press the like button, add this video to your favorites, and heck, subscribe if you want. So until next time, this is Marc Aquino saying...
There's a million fine-looking women in the world, dude, but they don't all bring you lasagna at work. Most of them just cheat on you.